Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now come on today because I want to do a few things. Spent 1.5 hours, nearly two hours looking for this that I made in the video yesterday. Hey, oh dear, you know where it was? In the book, which I've already, that caused me to clean down the mess in front of me, because I also lost a little embroidery hoop that I did. I don't think I put up the video on it, but I did a little embroidery hoop, and I had that ready to go, and it's gone. I never found it. Today I'm going to do some buttons. I'm going to make some fabric buttons, okay? Really easy they are, as you can see. They look easy too. This one here's got a bit of, this is a green one, as you can see. I'm not a big fan of it. I've left all these strings here, but that's probably so I could tie it onto something. I'm not a big fan of the colour, so this time I've got two colours that I definitely will use, because there's not much point in doing something if you're not going to use it, eh? So, we have some wadding here, because I had it yesterday when I was doing that house, but I've also just been through everything and put it all away, which wasn't a very clever idea, was it? Because now I need to find it again. What did I do with that stuff? Give me 2 seconds. Oh, I'm going to use this. This'll work. See, all you need now is a cotton wool ball. There you go. Look, the cat gets these and he pulls them apart, and I don't know how you can stand it. I don't even like the feel of them. But anyway, so what we need to do is we need to make a pattern first, all right? So we can do that by just drawing around something, if you want to, which is better, easy. Go straight onto the piece. It's easier than having to do it twice. So you want to draw around here. I'll make one big enough so you can see what I'm doing. And then we do another one, which is fold in half. That's pretty easy. Just fold in half, like that. Get something nice and soft to do it with. Okay. And I did have a terrible time. Last night I wasn't gonna. Oh dear, I was upset. I have been using the same card in my camera for a really long time and putting it into my computer, which I can't for the life of me think how old my computer is. Now, before I cut it, I shouldn't have done that, should I? No, because it's going to be a lot easier to do it this way, so I'm going to show you how to do it without... it's okay though, I didn't cut much. I've still got plenty of fabric, all right? So what you need to do is you need to put first a border of fabric, of stitches, okay? I might use this here. It's nice and you can see it. It's a good crochet thread, but it's very thin, it's very fine. So you can use that, or you can use machining thread or whatever you want to use, okay? Right, now back to my story. Anyway, for a while now, it's been taking a while for my camera to accept the card. It's been saying to me, you know, there's nothing in there that wasn't working. Not my camera, my computer. I have the camera here, I take the video, I take the card out of the camera, I put it into another big card, and then it goes into my computer. Doesn't take very long, it's really good, works pretty good. But anyway, I'm going to come up in underneath this, look, see, we're going in there, we're in underneath here, in between the two pieces of fabric, because we've got this giant knot. We just want to disguise that in there somewhere, okay, so it can stay on the inside. Now, so anyway, that's been going for a while. And then yesterday, no way in the world would that card go into my camera to upload my video. I used all different ways. Jeremy got it and put it in his, and it worked in his computer. But see, that's not an issue for me, because his computer is one of mine that I bought or the day we bought for me, and I dropped it and broke the screen. And he uses that and has a TV screen to look at his thing on. He likes that because he can see the TV screen, so that's where that is. And I can't really go and do it on his, so because I can't. You know, you want to do your own thing anyway. Okay, so it wouldn't work, would not work, and oh dear, I was upset. I was upset. I wasn't crying upset. Well, I was upset, cranky, which I shouldn't have been, I suppose. But you know, sometimes you think, well, you know, why wouldn't that work for me? Anyhow, so we tried everything, and then this morning and I was thinking I'd go up the street today and buy new cards. But I was thinking about it, and that's not going to do any good, is it? And I don't want a new computer, even though I've had mine for a few years now. I'd rather leave it like it is. It's got my programs in it that I know that I can use, and I can, you know, I can always put it into a new one, but I don't want to go and pay all that money for a new computer. I've got other things I've got to do if I wanted to, if I could afford to. But anyway, let's not worry about that. Let's go back to the story. Anyway, this morning Jeremy got up and he said to me, well, can you leave the card in the camera, he said, and get the cord and connect it up to the computer and see if it goes in like that. Yeah, it worked. It worked. Oh dear, I was so excited. Now, I didn't really want to come up there because I didn't want that stitch to be... Actually, I could have a little stitch there. I should have spaced them a little bit more even, shouldn't I? Let's just go back. Even though it's a very small, minor thing, it will look wrong if you don't think about what you're doing. Okay, so I'm going to try now. I'll come back a little bit and I'm going to add them stitches in there evenly so they'll all fit. So I'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's put them back in there. So it worked, and I've put up the video, and I'm so pleased because, oh dear, the one I made the day before I didn't put up because I said, as I said in the last video, I think I might have said too much, you see, so, oh crikey, what's that move near me foot? Oh, it's okay. There's a what's name down there, a roll of I can't even say it now. What do you call it? You know, sticky paper stuff you cover your books with. Anyway, I just accidentally pushed against it and it moved back at me. Oh, you know how things are. Anyway, okay, so I'm excited now because now all I have to do, I will go and buy another card because I think that might be an issue next time. You know, you never know, because this one I've been using for a long time. Anyway, so we've got a big father knot behind that. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. I might undo that after. We'll see what, you know, how we go. We could undo that later. Now, you need to cut this out, and when you do that, I did cut that off. When you do that, now your stitches don't have to be that big. This is up to you. You know, we're just making these. These are really nice things to put in your slow stitching. So cut the piece, the drawing off there, okay? Cut your drawing off, your pencil line. You can cut that off. Just go around here carefully, cutting the pencil line off. And a bit more. So this is a piece that's sticking out here from the, which I would have rather that be on the inside somewhere. I'm not going to poke that through. Wait a minute, I might be able to. Oh, I can hear a fly outside the window. I don't like that, but spring's still not here. I was going up the street today and I was going to go to the new N.S.W building wherever they got their stuff, and I was going to have a look, but when I got up the weather was really crap and I wasn't feeling like, you know, going out shopping or anything. I don't really need to anyway, but I thought I could just do that. But anyhow, now we've got to put stuff inside there, don't we? So what we do is we pull this apart, these two pieces, we open that up. Yes, you could have probably put it in there first, but I'd rather do it like this myself for some reason. I'm happy to do it this way. Get them apart and just make a little snip in one half, like you don't make a big hole in both sides. You don't want nothing in the other side. Okay, just do this. Get your cotton wool ball. Right, here it is. Wonder what I did with that. And scissors might work. I always find that a teeth pick works because it's made out of timber, or a skewer. A nice little skewer will work because they're made out of timber and they sort of seem to grab hold of the fluffy bits. And now you can make this as thick as, or whatever that you like. full of this. Okay, fun. Cotton wool balls, it's just the right thing because you don't need a great big lot of stuff. About being cotton, it's very synthetic, the cotton wool ball. I'm going to have a little dint in there, and that's cool. It makes a nice little, that's a difference to it, a little dint, doesn't it? Hope this is in the shot still. Righto, very good. Now, this knot here that I did, don't do that because I want to disguise it in the back and I can't get it now. But it doesn't matter because what I'm going to do now is that I'm happy with that. I think I am. Maybe a little bit more in that bit over there. Just move it around a bit. I didn't want it to be too thick, but I wanted it to be like solidish. You could probably even use it if it was in a real something if you want to. I don't know about the orange in the buttons. Probably should look into it. I think they might have been made out of bone and that to start with, and shell, like back in the day, I'd say. Don't you reckon? Buttons or shells. Okay, I like it. It's pretty, isn't it? And then I'm going to just cut a piece off this that I've got here. Come here. Doesn't really matter if it's not round either. I'm going to put that across there, that piece, and I'm going to glue that on. Now that's not very tidy finished off. How do I do this one? Yeah, same way. It isn't going to matter because unless you're going to be taking them on and off, whatever it is, you know, you can just do that and it'll be fine. Where's my glue? And okie dokie. So, it may be even nicer if you just put a round piece on it, Sonia. That would have probably looked better. Okay, and then you can get your thread, whatever colour you choose, and you can put it through your button. I've got a little piece of pink in that, probably what I was sewing it on with, and you can make it really hard to push through the make it to the centre, make it in the, no, you don't want to go on the centre, you want to go to the side of the centre bit. There you go, over there, whoops. And you can keep a tail so you can sew it on. It's probably not dry yet, that back part. You could put a piece, oh no, you don't put a piece of card on it, I don't think that'd be a good idea. This is fraying a bit, and it should stop, hopefully, before it ends up with nothing. Before it ends up being nothing at all, it should stop fraying, I hope. Okay, that's where I come up at, and I'll go down the other side. Which bit is what I want to pull through? Whoops. Oh, that's him. Oh, good. So I've made 2 stitches on the top there, like you would if you were sewing your button on. It's a bit wonky, and that does not matter. I do like it wonky. It doesn't matter if he's wonky. He's different, isn't he? He's your own. I don't know if I've put one on my what's name work. There we go. We have a button. And it can be just fastened onto whatever you want to do with it. I do like the calico one better, but I don't mind that. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so what else was I going to show you the other day? I know we were going to make beaded tassels, and I actually think I did. But that was on the same thing that I had the other thing on, so the other thing and the other thing, yeah. So this will look really cool. I'll put that in my book. It can go on one of these, on one of the pages where there needs to be. See, that could have been a button there. There needs to be something else. There's my door. Thinking about what to do with that next, because I'm going to actually put it in here. I didn't think it was going to be okay. Now that'll look good up there, won't it? Probably needs a little bit of something else under it to judge it up a bit, eh? Maybe. Or I could give it baby buttons, couldn't I? I could put little baby buttons around it. What else have I got over here? Piece of fabric. Yeah, I don't know. This fabric's nice, but if you cover up a bit of it, it looks really yucky if you cover any of it over. I like the button. Don't know whether I should put something else on it or not. I have these really nice pieces here too that I printed off. I'll show you what I did to that one in a minute, and what I'm going to do to something here. I'll give you a little bit of an idea on a couple of things that you can make yourself. So I haven't figured out the button thing, so we'll just leave that for the time being, okay? We're going to put it in there. You think I'll ever find it? Yes, maybe I will. I think I like that. I really do. I think he looks really cool. He has a bit of personality. Okay, so how about you put it in the button pot? There you go. Look with the other buttons. Right. So anyway, this one here doesn't need really to have a tutorial, because what it is pretty basic, isn't it? I have cut out these size spools. Excuse me, I need to get a drink of water. Sorry, I've got to get something out of my throat here again. It's clearing up a lot, thank goodness. Now, so what I did, I cut that out, and I cut it out of a piece of, you know, that file folders. This one is just a piece of cardstock, and I've actually stuck them together, and it's a bit over one way, not the other way, but anyhow, I did them on my scan and cut, I think, because they're fairly big. But you can use your own style of thing, you know, make your own spool sort of thing. We can do that another day. And then you put on some little supplies, right? So you've wrapped around some bit of this rickrack, and I'll put a pin on it, okay? And then I put some sheer organza there, and then I wrap this faux diamante, they call it, fake diamond, on that, and then I put some ribbon around there, and also then I've added for people to use, you know, this is like a little supply thing, you know, like for your scrapbooking things. And then we've got this little piece there that hangs on with a pin, so that's to be used, that can come off and be used. I've got this dangly thing here that is on a pin, and that can be used, same with the pins on there. And then I've got a little bow up there, and I don't know how I fasten him on. I could have, if I've just stuck him on, he'll come off really easy and can be used as well. And then they can use this for something else if they wanted to. But see, that's just an idea of how you can present something if you want to send a little flat happy mail or something. It will fit really nice into a little book. So that was just that little idea there that I thought I'd show you. Now this I made in a few videos back, so for somebody that's been watching me, you'll realise that when I did it, it was really short here, okay? So what I'm going to do is going to tell you the measurements so you can do your own and get it right this time, okay? So I've completed this by adding, but the measurements for this are, I wonder what this is going to tell me. This is inches. For some reason this looks like it's got really big inches on it. Isn't that weird how that... I think about the centimetres. Mate, oh, there's centimetres on the other side. Look at that. I seen somebody put a tape thing up on Facebook one day, and both things started out the same thing, but both of them are measured different. They both started out the same place, but there's whatever. So the 5 come to there on one and there on the other. So how could how can you say you're right or wrong? Well, if you want to do this so it'll work, you know, so it'll fold over how I showed you in that video, this needs to be, this piece here is 17 centimetres or 6 3/4 inches, and this part here is 4 inches or 10 centimetres. Tiny bit either way, just you know, be careful. That kept on getting caught, so I cut that off. Actually, I should probably have done that a little bit better than that. It's probably just a bit sloped, a bit more sloped, a bit better. Yeah, okay, right. Then I had to add, see, I had to add to mine, because when you turn it in like that and you fold it up and up, I had all this gap here, right? So I added a piece of calico, I stitched along there, and I put a piece of writing paper in the inside, and I put a bit of lace on it. I added a button, and so now I can use it because it doesn't look, you know, looks like it's part of it. It could go in a junk journal, doesn't it, see? But see, getting this part to fold over there to the middle and making that come up and go down there, you know, so it'll reach, is what you need to aim to do. So you can do it whatever size you like, but you have to work out first what will happen. Same with, well, this one here worked for me, didn't it? I did the stripy one, remember? And it measures, because it's something to do with how that's 3 inches by maybe 6. So it could be something to do with the mathematic part of the thing, couldn't it? You know? So you got those folded in. You can turn that up to there, and you can fold that down there, and that looks right, okay? You know, you want it to look like that. And I don't mind those, they don't get too bad, so I might put them in my journal one time. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I've been in here a long time and doing a lot of stuff, so I just wanted to show you a little button thing and give you an idea of something to do and just have a little chat, see? And tell you what's going on in the world of Sonya, I suppose. Horrible day. Now it is. Horrible day outside. Okay, so I'm off to go and have some lunch and talk to hubby for a while, and what's today? Saturday? Maybe, well, I'll be back tomorrow, I'm sure. I hope I will anyway, because I was going to make we're going to make a needle book for your your journal. So we got the book, we got this, right, we got this little pin one, and we're going to make a little book one. So this can go in the pocket or something, and then whoever's got the journal and writing into it can just have this as a backup. And I've just stuck that. So far what I've done is put these onto a piece of these index cards, because I've got a truckload of them and I might as well use them up, and they're probably about the right size. So I've got 2 there. So we're going to do that and see how that works out, because it'll work. I mean, we've got to put padding and that in the inside and stuff like that, but that's what we're going to do next, I think, one of those. All right. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow to have a go at that. Look at this, isn't that cool? That might look really good on there. Or will I match it with that? We'll see tomorrow what happens. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, everybody. Please give us a thumbs up. If you like the video, subscribe. That would be really nice. I'm nearly up to 12,000 subscribers. I'm working my way there slowly. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye.